a lot more people are very controlling. Like men like to control women with
Right.
finances and security.
Right.
Women like to control men with sex. But
Mm.
all of it's through insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't have that. How have you managed your insecurities within your relationship?
I would say the thing with me, I was never, and this is like like I've never really been jealous. That's the thing. I don't know. And the thing is, I think it's just my perspective or just seeing things for what they are. So my wife and my girlfriend, there's times where they would get jealous. You know what I mean? But my only issue is I would always want, like, let's say, because if my wife is like, doing her thing, I'd just be like making sure that she's safe and everything's cool. That's my only issue. But jealousy was never an issue for me. And the reason why is because it's my outlook on relationships and dating and stuff like that. And my outlook is that I don't own anyone and no one owns me. You feel what I'm saying? And so therefore, the jealousy comes in when you feel like there's a threat to who your partner, meaning there's a threat of them leaving you or a threat of somebody else taking your partner away from you. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is that no one can take away what I never had. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing time with these women, but they're not mine. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not theirs. So what happens is that there's no reason to get jealous, because even if you think you have someone, you got to understand that the thought of thinking that you have them is an illusion. Because even if you're in a, let's say, monogamous relationship, and, because people, they say to me all the time, they're like, oh, well, aren't you scared that, your wife's or your girlfriend's going to leave you for another man? And I'm like, well, they can. It could happen at any moment. And guess what? Your wife or your girlfriend in your monogamous relationship can leave you for another man too. There's nothing stopping her from leaving you for another man. It can happen at any moment. And so the problem is that it's the illusion of security in relationships. So security is an illusion. What happens is that illusion makes us feel better, but at the same time, it also gives us anxiety, because what happens is that we do understand the truth, but we mask the truth with the illusion of security. You see what I'm saying? And so that causes the anxiety, that causes the jealousy, because on the low, we believe and we've been taught that we need this person for our happiness, or that we need this person to make us feel good about ourselves or make us feel like we're, whole and connected and all this other stuff. But the reality is that you don't need them. See what I'm saying? Like, as much as I love my wife and I love my girlfriend, I don't need them. You see what I'm saying? And so that perspective or understanding that, it's almost impossible to be jealous, because in order to be jealous, you have to believe you need them. You see what I'm saying? So once you understand you don't, there's no jealousy, because you just let shit be what it's going to be.
Man, you must have lived 1,000 lives, because for you to have that type of maturity is really rare, man. I actually read, I can't remember the book, but I read somewhere that a lot of relationships in the past were made for survival, and relationships in the future are going to be made for